Hello, Aries. Welcome to your timeless, the love variant reading. Please bear in mind a few things before we get started. Please bear in mind that these messages for this channel may resonate more if Aries can be found in your Sun, Rising, and or Jupiter position. However, if you're here in Aries and Moon position, you may want to gravitate to my second channel because what you may be seeking may be emotional redemption, and that can be found over with her energies. So feel free to check out the second channel or subscribing to it as well, and waiting for more content to come. As always, past, present, and future energetical timelines could come forth within a reading, so use your discernment to take only the messages that resonate to you and with you, and leave the rest behind, for this is a collective reading. Feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific, so remember that we all embody those energies. So again, find a narrative that meets your story or whatever it is that you're seeking to receive what it is that you may or may not be getting from this reading to understand why you're here. So the love variant is to literally discuss anything that the reading wants to naturally discuss. So whether it could be about a topic of singlehood or partnership or twin, flame, soulmate, it's all very loose in this reading, for it is general and it is various different variants of love. So again, very general, but could cover a lot of topics. There's a lot of mental pressure coming through for you, Aries, at this time. Almost like you're trying to figure out how to navigate truth from fiction and making them make sense before you allow yourself to receive the message of honesty or of even truth. You're trying to leave emotions out of it, which is very attractive at this time because you're very genuine in the way you're processing the possibility of all perspectives, of all angles to go to a given situation. There's a longing for closeness. I'm feeling the need to want to be physically close to someone. So this could be attached to literally dealing with the losses of no longer being or not enough closeness with a certain individual that comes to mind. Or overall just wanting that more of that type of interaction in life. I'm sensing that a lot are having a narrative on and about money, like whether or not like how you're making money is honest, which again is very attractive because those are attributes of an Aries healing capacity rather than the toxic version of Aries where they become very greedy and manipulative to get what it is that they want. And I don't see that here so much in the energies here. They're also not warranted. They're not sought after, and they're not also they're not cheered on here. They have no room here, so more or less they're not around. There's a huge dissection happening in the world, and the closer you get to wanting to preach the language of universe, the closer you need to become more aware that the universe, to get back to universal language, has had to go through a duality and that duality still exists, which means there's a dark world and then there is a quote-unquote light world. Someone shouldn't be afraid of their shadows. Someone wants to give tarot a try, like they want to have their own deck if they don't have one already. Yeah. There's a need to want to explore this mental adventure of curiosity. It's very fucking intriguing, Aries. I like this. What's happening to a lot of you at this time is that the emotions that would captivate your heart and making it very euphoric or even fearful, you're not allowing them to attack your heart. You've allowed some kind of bubble to be created around your heart to first be wary and very cautious. And that's great, because what's allowing it to do is push all that anxiety that would sit in your chest to move in your mind. But what is happening, instead of it being, again, a notion of attack, you're allowing yourself to see whether you can become a warrior mentally stronger, mentally a more positive aptitude, searching for reason and exploration, really defining your thoughts and your questions, your annotations to words, listening skills, the auditory forms of anything happening with the throat chakra. It's very intriguing because it's covering a lot of, you're gonna hate this, it's covering a lot of topics, a lot of interests, a lot of creativity, and the inner child, the inner vessel that houses the euphoria of like, all right, let's get it done, let's do this, is being tamed by this Virgo energy, because it's making sure it's so condensed that the pressure is really, really, really intense, okay? Like really fucking intense. Even to receive this message, you might be getting a little loopy, a little lightheaded, a little breathing might be getting a little deeper, a little darker and like far reaching. Like you're really trying to be one with all the facets where your emotions want to be addressed. But before you allow yourself to emotionally feel them with your heart space, you're feeling that pressure with the brain mentality, because the brain doesn't have pain triggers. It cannot itself feel pain. So it's going to move you in ways for it to give you an example of how it feels. Very huge learning curve here, the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. The reason why I said if some of y'all don't like this is because if you're a returning listener to my channel, you always hear Virgo energy showing up in your fucking reading, and it drives you bananas. Deep down inside, it drives you nuts, all right? Whether you are continuously antagonized by traumas from a Virgo, a relationship with a Virgo, whether it's fruitful or has a ton of mildew on it, there's something to be fostered from that. Something's coming from that. No matter how bad it is in the situation of you deeming it bad, there's something really good coming from this, because you're learning something galactically here. And the silhouette of the Seven of Cups highly suggests, again, the shadows. Don't fear your shadows. because they're allowing you to feel those emotions that your heart is not feeling, but you know it is a feeling. I hope that makes sense. Someone's keeping track of time a bit too much, all right? Too much tracking of time in a space of energy where galactically space and time has no say-so for the powers of galaxy, all right? Keep that in mind. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So again, to be very powerful is a very alluring character to be in. It's a trait that can manifest a lot for yourself, for you can feel the independency, the longevity, the strive for aptitude, the strive for discipline, the strive for management, the strive for having a better balance on the overall quality of your life rather than the quantity of your life, and bringing reason. Again, the Page of Swords is bringing reason to the energies that you're experiencing or the reality of your life at this time. The Hermit energy wants you to again make sure that you're really fucking tuned in now, Aries. I don't know if I can make it any louder, but you gotta tune in. With other readings so far, it's been dialing in. You need to tune in, all right? You need to listen. It is not about dialing in. You're already there. You need to tune in. Think of the power of your hands, synchronicities. Think about 1111. Think about, you know, the journey of soulmate, twin flame, all that nuanced things that Virgo energy allows. The fascination of being allured by topics and the fascination of the wisdom to seek truth of all those topics that you want to talk about, or maybe can't talk about, but you think about and you feel and you want to act on and you want to be a part of, but you know some of them it's got to be a little bit plotted out and stuff like that. That stuff, those are all ways to take shadow and really discipline it in positive ways while entertaining the shadow, and then boom shakalaka, you've conquered your shadows, ladies and gentlemen, and you didn't even realize how, because you all did it in light, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to tame your shadows in the light, because the only way the shadow gets larger is through light. Period. Keep hearing muy fácil, muy fácil. Very easy, very easy. No, I don't speak Spanish. Yeah, she speaks Spanish? No, I don't. I speak German. And it's interesting that I don't get a lot of German word like channelings that come up in the readings for ether. It's more Spanish. Funny. Anyway. Do I know why? Yes. None to be shared now because it's your reading. All right, 10 Swords. The collective energy to be shared is the feminine attributes that we dive into to try to get our creative measurements out, to get our creative know-how and how to exist amongst people and for ourselves. And that is the struggle of life, the struggle of some things we understand, some things we don't, some things we can control, others we have absolutely zero control over. And ultimately, with it all is the overall control of it working in perfect harmony, whether we like it or not. Wisdom of experience teaches you many things. There's an overcoming of sexual trauma, sexual exploitation. I'm hearing heavy topics here, very heavy topics. I'm not going to bring them up because I don't want to trigger them. They don't need to. They've already been triggered. But if you've been triggered in remembering, we're there, we're right there. And remember, it's past time. It already has happened. You are here in the moment of now, celebrating already the victory of learning the experience at hand, okay? Which means you are as healthy as can be of having had a situation of that caliber happen to you, or being a part of that narrative if it belongs to you. Healing right now with the color pink would be beneficial for a lot of you here, all right? It's that beautiful galactic light energy tied to the yellow and silver light that will heal. So take that into consideration as Sekhmet's energy of pink light justice card comes in. Boom. Yes, in for the money, all right? So the justice factor is really important for you to time into galactic light at this time. Justice is in your favor, but justice isn't about giving you a favor that you've won. It is not about winning, Aries, all right? We're going to have to give you a big ego check about that, all right? But you're taking it lightly. You're taking it for every lesson that it's worth, and every lesson that you see coming as, all right? So that is fantastic, because you are aware, you're ready, and you're good to go. You're good to go. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, like I said, you're good to go. The Knight of Pentacles, that slow and steady wins the race energy. All right. I'm seeing a green light, meaning a green light can mean a lot of things for you. Green light could say go, ready, set, you know. It could also mean heart chakra, meditating on green, which will ultimately mean that overall justice card penetrating through and walking with green pastures, over green pastures, sitting in green grass, becoming one with green grass, because you do not digest it, but it brings you a cleansing and detoxing when you do digest it, is the same as sitting with the energy of light. You are digesting yourself, but what you're processing when it gets to the ultimate euphoria of green is pink. I'm hearing water tourmaline for you to appreciate that reflection from Mother Nature. We have Four of Pentacles, protecting that of which it is that is yours at this time. It will help you get a better sense of navigating the sense of reason that you are after, that what you already have at the same time. I'm saying after because it's a moving, active energy to keep you on this this trajectory of never standing still. You are a fire sign. You cannot stand still. The worst injury for you is to be shackled. All right, you cannot go. It's the worst kind of penalty. I see someone also being behind bars, so someone could have somebody there, or this could be Aries energy itself, all right? Plotting yourself on how to get away from that judicial system, or that mindset, freeing your mind even if you're behind a wall. Maneuvering money, no matter from whatever position that you are of needing to get it. You know, and ultimately what you're doing is you're protecting what is yours, all right? Now, there's not a divinity, a lot of divinity coming forth from that, because I see a lot of ego struggle and having just a lot of karmic past life issues and karmic patterns that need to be overcome. So this is a slow and steady, very normal, I'm going to say quote unquote normal, I would say, I should say, because normalcy is derived in everybody else's different experiences and viewpoints in life, and how they walk is different from one another. But ultimately, what is the same is this steady, slow pace that this earth energy is wanting you to experience this life, and getting the most out of it by tuning in, all right? Again, you're already dialed in, Aries. I was about to say Virgo, all right? You're dialed in because you're dialed into Virgo energy, whether you like it or not. But that brings this level of maturity to you, that even with all this immaturity showing up for yourself with this Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, even the Seven of Pentacles, even the Knight of Pentacles they're low-class energies to the wisdom overall from Virgo energy. And that Virgo energy is still not yours, Aries. It is here. It is running through you. Like I said, you are already dialed in, but you need to tune in. All right. He's wearing that green cloak. So again, I'm hearing the screaming of the green, which will help you understand the message of the justice, Sekhmet energy, pink light. You see also here in this shadow aspect here where you are the silhouette in the beginning of the Seven of Cups, you're wearing it as an armor, as a shield, as a bulletproof vest, as with the Seven of Pentacles, and a cloak here with the Four of Pentacles. So you're walking with your shadow, and I really fucking love that. I also saw the Knight of Pentacles with the Dark Knight, right, the Dark Stallion, where now with the Death card, it's the White Stallion. You're really able to conquer satisfying your shadow aspects of yourself and really bringing them forth and allowing them to dance in this in the sun and the light of all, for them to be just as entertained and love the fact that they're dancing with you. All right, because you're able to resurrect. I said the things that are immature coming across will mature over time, and that's because the overall wisdom that you yourself are going to get over the qualitative of time of living out your life as you slowly start leaving this reading behind. That is the resurrection coming to you. That is already taking place. And in more ways than one already has happened. Yeah, more or less already has happened. Virgo energy, High Priestess. The one that doesn't know knows everything, and the one that knows everything doesn't know everything. It's like this weird convoluted mess of contradictions where the wisdom is how reality shapes itself, all right? And that is the proof in the pudding. That is all you need to be able to understand the rhyme and rhythm of all the chaoses that are happening. And the pomegranate is really loud here. So again, the root chakra is calling out to detox, to really purge any traumas that are lingering there, and to entertain them, because that means you're entertaining the shadows that exist there that need entertaining, because they want to live off of something. If you deny them living off of anything, they will live off of you, and they will make you think that you're in glory, but you're in the shadows for damnation here, because you're never satisfied with your law of attraction. However, if you bring your shadows into the light, Aries, you will understand what it means, again, that analogy of walking with your shadows in light and entertaining them, and them being satisfied for walking with you. Okay, boom. So I gotta keep going here. Tell me one more card. I saw that Ace of Swords, but let's see. I feel like the universe wants to speak, but the universe is always speaking. What I mean by that is like major arcana. Let's see. It's a mess. Say one card, specifically one card that I'm waiting for. So that's too many. Wow. I mean, that would be a major arcana of the sun, but it came with a shitload of other cards, so no, that's not the card. Also, major arcana came with another card, not the card. Music, it's so healing. And it can be such a nuance, right? Major arcana, Empress. There you go, boom. And one card. Shine in your glory, Aries. You're, like I said, you're already dialed in. You just have to tune in. Tune in. Empress is very juicy energy. She says that you have already understood the assignment. Just gotta do the homework. Is your love tonight? Look at that, universe so loud. Is your love tonight? Look at that, look at that. All I need is your love tonight. Two of Cups, ladies and gentlemen. How beautiful is that from the universe? Mother of Swords, mommy is here. Universe is loud and clear. Loud and clear. Understand that you have to do the homework. The medicine of all is right in front of you. I said mommy is here, and then you have the owl right here on the wheel of fortune. You all are fortunate. You all are in the wheel of karma. You all are in the wheel of blessing. It is your perspective on the situation that makes you feel whether you are in the lesser paradigm or in the richer paradigm. All right, it is a narrative at the end of the day. Wow. 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 Aries, I am so proud of you. Now, if y'all could just share this message for a shit ton of more Aries, would be great, alright? Ooh, sun rising and or Jupiter. Not the moon. Not the moon. The moon is very hidden right here, right? The moon, it's shackled. It needs to be healed, meaning your emotions. All right. What did she throw out here? Do I have everything? All right. We have Five of Swords, Knight of Swords. I mean, is everyone going to like you, Aries? No. People going to talk behind your back? They already do. We'll let them. If they're filling their energy and their time and space with your energy, we'll let them. Yeah, let them. Ace of Wands has no effect on you. Ace of Wands, your energy, fire energy, has no effect unless you let it water your fire, and then it extinguishes. You know about that feeling. You felt that in your heart. At some point or another, if it wasn't right now. Alrighty. Page of Wands. Oh, that's a lot. Phew, excuse me. Phew, excuse me. Whoa. Y'all gotta tune in. Y'all gotta tune in. Because now you're gonna start asking the questions. Was that a sign? Is that Archangel Gabriel? Was that Raphael? Was that Michael? Was it? At the end of the day, they're all symbols. All symbols with a heavy weight against them. And if you feel the vibration and you feel some resonancy, well then yeah, you understood some version of the assignment. Now the homework to understand why you feel it is your own journey to discuss and your own paper to turn into universe to see how the grade is. Very powerful reading. I mean, this is insane. The shit that's coming out of my mouth. Like I said, the shit that's coming out of my mouth, the devil energy. Powerful reading, alright? Yeah, god damn it, alright? Root chakra. Again, needing to uproot the ego. Discipline the ego. Understand the shadow dance. Understand what resurrection and death is. Not fearing either one of them. Not fearing shadows. Not fearing the desire of wanting to do harm. But fearing the lack of wanting to discipline that feeling. That's what you should fear. You shouldn't fear the existence of the thought. Fear the fact that you cannot discipline it. God, I don't even know what to fucking name this goddamn reading. She's nicer. Last step. She's nicer. Alright. And if you would do the research on the fucking, like, black and white version, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. 5 of Cups energy, you wouldn't believe it. Like, you believe none of the shit that's happening to you. You wouldn't believe it. But that's why the High Priestess is judging everything and is the ruler of the Justice energy. Because she will not give a fuck whether you believe in feminine, masculine energy. She will not give a flying fuck if you believe in death or resurrection, past lives, karma, blah, 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 rules, anarchy, whatever, religion. She don't give a flying fuck. Has Mother Nature ever looked at you and asked you, hey, are you okay with this earthquake? And gave a shit if your belongings were in it? No. Same thing with a tornado, same thing with a hurricane, same thing with just a little breeze coming across a farm, like a fucking thunderstorm, a lightning storm, all right? If a weed is growing out of concrete, do you think it asked you for permission? No, it did not. Yet you are so much an individual of a being asking for permission to exist. And that is the most saddest aspect of this whole conundrum of a contradiction of being a human species. Hangman. Universal timeout card, because the individual is lost. If the individual is lost, the universe can't help you because you're too busy in trying to make sense of everything instead of trying to express the very make sense of what it is that you already are. It's a slap in the face to Hangman, because you're like, oh, I gotta figure it out. Oh, this is just not working for me. Something is not right, and I need to figure out what it is, because if I dance in knowing that it's not right, I can't live in the forever dumb of it being possibly forever dumb. So it teaches you a very deeper level that the devil can't reach, and neither can justice. The Hangman puts you on such an ego bat timeout, like bat-like position. That this deck for the wild unknown deck promotes the symbolism of Hangman with the bat symbol, that you're just that small. You're that insignificant. And that insignificant of a sand grain you are to the galaxy is absolutely implored by the fact that you are just as vast as a single drop of a representation of it. Fascinating reading, ladies and gentlemen, all those in between and beyond. Fascinating reading. All right, now, let's see. We have regret. That's sacral chakra, root chakra, solar plexus, all need healing. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Surrender. I can release my need to control and balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. All right, she's watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I mean the universe. With that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. That 18 that's glistening over there in the corner of your screen is important to someone. Keep that in mind. Now, if you'd like any of my services from any type of tarot reading and or a remote healing session, feel free to inquire or to book via the description box below. I'm looking forward to making your acquaintance. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. May you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.